Alright everyone, today we're going to talk about the must-haves once you buy a Tesla Model 3. So let's just assume you just picked up your car and within a week or so, and you're looking at things to not only modify but just accessories that are useful. I'm not going to go into all the bling bling here, but just practically useful stuff. Okay, so as a new owner, what do you need and what are helpful and what are just a little extra show off? Okay, let's start from the interior. So Tesla comes with a very clean interior, right? There's nothing much in it. The main part of the whole car is the screen, and we should make sure that it's protected. And the first thing I would do is get a protective screen protector on top of it. So as you can see, there's the edge right there. It perfectly fits. It's about $10-15. The touch is not affected at all. It's pretty sensitive. I didn't see any difference after putting that on. It was a little tricky to put it on because it's such a big screen protector, but it was totally worth it. I can be sure of if something hits accidentally, I'm not messing up the screen, but the protector will cover that. So that's one thing. Now, every single one pretty much does the second improvement, which is a vinyl wrap. Okay, so this is something is not a necessity, but at the same time, this brings out your personality, right? So for me, I love the wood tone, so I matched that wood tone and did a vinyl wrap that goes all the way from here to there. So it kind of gives me the T look, which I love in older cars like Lincoln or those bigger cars that screams luxury. So that's me, but most of the others I've seen, they go with carbon fiber, and another popular option is like a matte black finish where people just black it out, everything black, including the strip across becomes black. So you can, it's just a peel and stick. There's plenty of videos on it. If you look at see the corners here, you peel properly and you stick them, and it's a pain, but it's doable by yourself, and that's how I did it. So the third common accessory upgrade that you see is a wireless charger. Tesla by default comes with just a rubber like this, and they give an option to route your USB wires. If you connect to the USB that Tesla provides, it'll fit properly. I didn't buy that USB cable, so it's just sitting there. But to make it easier, if you have a phone that has wireless capability, you can change this rubber pad with a wireless pad, so you can just charge it while you just leave it there doing stuff. Me, on the other hand, I am a little bit more used to keeping the phone closer, so I did have a little magnetic mount up here, which I put my phone around here. That doesn't block the screen as much as you would think, it just blocks these two buttons that I hardly use, the seat heater and the arcade box and all that. But anyway, so that's where my phone sits, and so it's a different preference for me. But if you want the wireless charger, it'll go inside that. So that's a very popular upgrade everyone does. Now, another little quirky thing, as you can see, Tesla's door opening latch is this button. From the factory, it comes with that white line, and it's kind of annoying that nobody knows what it is, so they either accidentally press that thinking it's the window down button, or people will pull this lever thinking that's the door opener. That is the door opener only in emergencies, and you do that plenty times, then you'll be in the service center pretty quick. So for them to prevent them from not using that, we can get these stickers, about $5 or $3, something like that. These red, blue, green, there's multiple ones that says door open and all that. I just like the red one for the black combination. So you can get these stickers to put in there, that comes for all doors. So that's another quick upgrade that's useful. One other important upgrade right from the Tesla store is the mats, right? I don't have Tesla mats. I believe it's over $100, and you can get $50 mats like these that does fit the Tesla perfectly. But on the other hand, factory mat would be a much more recommended way, I would say. People do buy all-weather mats. That the difference is, that right here some mats come up to here, and it's like a bucket, so none of the debris gets spilled anywhere or the wetness goes anywhere. So that's another upgrade you can do, the mats. Having said that, there's also mats available for the trunk and the frunk, so you can also get that if you're transporting a lot of liquid and stuff that you don't want to be spilling in the trunk or the frunk. There's one more upgrade. I have a garage door opener here. You can also hardwire that into the car. That's a Tesla optional option. Costs a few $100s, and it's an appointment, and you can get that done at the service center as well. So that's one more upgrade for Tesla. Okay, so what else that are useful? So if you are a parent and if you have child seats, it's a pain. As you can see, the width between from here to here is pretty much tight, so your seat sits snug. This is a booster seat, but if you have any other seat, you'll realize that it's like very much right in there. If it's a regular child seat, you do it once and you forget it, but in case of booster seat, your kid is gonna put the seat belt, so it's really hard for them to find where to click it. So I use something like this, an extender, that they can grab and quickly put that on. So that's one quick upgrade that's super helpful for pulling your kid right on time. All right, so those are kind of the interior quick useful accessories. One more thing to point out is these cubbies are deep and not that useful, so you can buy one of these containers for like $10 that is compartmentalized for different things you can throw in there, and that's pretty useful in my opinion. So that's another little accessory. Now for just the looks, you can also get the pedals in stainless steel or aluminum, and you take this off and you can put that on. It gives a sporty look. And of course, for the exterior, you can also do a whole lot of customization, starting with the wheels. The normal car comes with 18-inch Aero wheels. These Aero wheels are easy to pop out. You just pull these plastic so you just pull them off, and there you have it. There's real wheels inside, right? So if you like this look but don't want these things showing, you can also get a kit for about $50 from the Tesla store or anywhere else on Amazon or something that'll cover up this with the Tesla logo, and will have covers for each individual lug nuts. So if you that'll make it look like a normal alloy wheel. So that's another option, like I said, to customize your Tesla the way you want it. And it's super easy to pop it back in as well. Alright, so there you have it for the exterior, the wheels. That's how you do. One other cool thing everybody swaps out is these puddle lights under the door. I can show you a different video for that, but notice there's a light under here, so you can get these projector lights. Currently mine you cannot see, but it actually puts a Tesla logo right underneath on the floor. You can also get a little protective cover for the sill plate, and to protect whenever you get in and out, you don't scratch the aluminum plate. So that's another protection. What else on the exterior side? Let's see. Of course, license plate mount. Tesla comes with this license plate mount, which sits right in the middle of the nose. people don't like it, some people don't like it, and they want something non-invasive. So what they do is they sell these clips that clip into these plastic grills, and the license plate sits down here on the bottom. So that is another option. It's about $10 for those. Feels pretty flimsy though, I gotta warn you, compared to mounting it directly on the car. If your state allows you to not mount the front, then just don't, But other than that, those are few options. In the trunk side, okay, so if you open the trunk, there are some accessories. You do have your charging cable, charger, and the other accessories in there. And make sure you also get one of these air pumps for the tire, because Tesla does not come with a spare, so you need to have all those ready in case you hit a nail, and if you're leaking air, you can pump with that and keep going to the service center where you can drop it off. If you have a complete flat tire, then call the roadside assistance. They're pretty good with it. So there's a couple of things that the Tesla guys don't like to talk about, which is the problems with the car. What little annoyance do you have, and how do you mitigate that? So in this case, my biggest problem was the wind noise, right? So this car makes a lot of noise when it hits above 60 miles per hour, and there's few reasons for that. One of the primary reason is the all glass roof is super slick, and then you see this little gap in here, and then you have these big gaps, and somehow air gets into this area, and especially the gap on the top, over there and over here. So these two gaps create a nice whirling sound. And to fix that, you can get something called a noise reduction kit, which is just a rubber beading that goes across about $20 in most of the eBay, Amazon stores. And you can put that, I tried it, it flew away. But if you find a better quality product, it does reduce a little bit, On the other hand, what made a much bigger improvement for me is the overall noise reduction by putting extra seals on the doors. So if you notice, Tesla comes with these seals. What I've done is get more seals to go on the perimeter of the doors. It not only seals the door better and sounds better when you close. See, the thud is a lot stronger than how the stock thud is. But like I said, it not only makes a good seal, it also keeps this area clean. Usually up to here is all dirty when you don't have that. So that comes for every single, as you can see, that comes for every single door all the way down, and it really is helpful. And you can see between the doors as well, we have these seals. Those are really helpful. So as you can see, between the doors you have these seals that kind of keeps the door intact. So those are really cool. You have the same kit that you also have for the trunk. So the trunk is sealed well, the frunk, and the trunk as well. So if you have the trunk, you can see that there's piping that goes all the way across. The trunk keeps it clean and keeps the noise somewhat less. So there you have it. Another important accessory that I need to mention here is Tesla comes with a charging pack like this. It's got the mobile charger, and it comes with this plug, the regular outlet plug that goes into any of these regular outlets. Okay, and the other end goes into the charger, mobile charger. And technically that's all you need to charge a car, and it'll take 10-12 hours to charge it. So if you want to charge the car faster in a level 2 scenario where you're charging in 220 volt AC current, then you need to have one of two choices. One, you go and order a Tesla home charger, or wall charger they call it. You can mount that inside or outside, and that gets hooked up to your main box, and it can be one of two things. One, it can be hardwired, or it can be obtained in a model that has a plug in it. So this one, I opted to go get the one with the plug. This plug is the NEMA 1450 plug, or in other words, they call it the RV plug for RV vehicles hookup. So basically, it's as long as you have this plug mounted in your house. This box is like $30. You can wire it yourself if you know how to, or call an electrician to do it. As long as you have this as an accessory, a NEMA 1450 plug, see, NEMA 1450, you have two choices. One, yes, you can go and get this and hook it up this way, or hardwire it, whichever, but you don't actually have to buy it. This charger comes with a car. All you have to get is from the Tesla store. You can get one of these adapters, the NEMA 1450 adapter that plugs into this charger, and this can be plugged into that plug. So technically, as a new car owner, you don't have to immediately go and spend another $500 to install this. This box costs about $30, and the wiring another, $20, let's say, to your main box. And hey, if you can hook it up or call an electrician to hook up, it's far cheaper option, and you can perfectly charge the car under 3 hours, every day, something in that range. So that, to me, is a good option that I just want to share with you, that you don't have to necessarily buy this. You can use these mobile connectors as long as you have a 220 plug that's compatible. If you have any questions, post it on the comments so I can clarify that. I'm sure it'll be confusing to understand all these charging options. Now, having said that, so I do have another outlet mounted right here. So anytime I expand any of these outlets, there's one outside and then there's one inside. You can see the box has two breakers. So that gives me the option to charge the car outside or inside, with the garage door closed. Just 30 extra bucks, So now, another important thing I want to point out. This accessory is the most important one of all, which is a simple USB stick. Yeah, and this one is a Micro Center USB 3.0 256 gig flash drive. So why do you need this? If you notice inside, there's two USB outlets, and all you have to do is plug this in one of them, and that becomes the recording device for your Sentry mode. So when you leave the car locked and you move away from it, it'll start recording anyone who approaches the car. All the videos you see, someone tries to key the Tesla or break in the Tesla, it's recording right now, and you can see that this will start to glow red once it's recording. It also has a second option, which is a dash cam. Right now you see this thing. So when you're driving, it also records that footage with the front camera and the sides and the back as well now. So if there's an incident, you can download that, or the recent clips will be sitting in there. It's essential to get the biggest drive possible. There's been a lot of drives that are slow and not compatible and all that. This particular one works amazingly well. It's been 2-3 months. I didn't have to pull it out to erase it or reset it. So it's great. So go for the big one, go for the good one. That's all I can say. So it's a super useful feature. Without that, you do not get those two options of dash cam and Sentry mode. So just remember that is a must accessory to have. So hopefully it was helpful to understand what accessories you would need as soon as you get your Tesla Model 3. Alright, see you in the next video. Okay, if you like the video, please subscribe, and if you are looking into buying a Tesla, please use my referral. Thank you.